welcome. We are live at LoveLitCon in wonderful San Diego. I am now joined by USA Today bestselling author, writer of Curvy Girls, and romcom queen. Oh my goodness, I did not expect that to be like such a tongue twister. Amy Award.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
It's early, man. It's early.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, probably not so bad for you. My body clock today was like, I woke up at 3:30.
Yeah, gross.
Because my body was like, it's 6:30 your time.
Yeah.
And I was like, no.
No.
You have to be a functioning human.
Yeah, I only did like 6:30 waking up, and so I was okay.
Don't worry. I'm caffeinated. We're ready to go.
Smart.
We're excited to be here. I want to kick things off with a this or that
Okay,
kind
fine.
of game. So,
I'm in.
Okay, ready? Friends to lovers or brothers best friends?
Friends to lovers, all day, every day, twice on Sundays.
Slow burn or love at first sight?
Okay, listen, can I have both at the same time? I love love at first sight because I also love fated mates. Right? Like, that's a whole thing for me. But also, I accidentally didn't mean to kind of write slow burns. I didn't mean it. It was an accident. They should get sexy times way earlier, and I'm sure that the characters get mad at me. And I'm like, no, you have to wait.
They're like, but there's so much tension, please.
So both are happening at the same time.
I love it. Okay, I'll let you have both. That's
Okay,
fine.
thank you.
Grumpy sunshine or golden retriever energy?
Can I have both at the same time? Like, legit. Wiener across the way, Declan is 100% golden retriever who is super grumpy.
I have to tell you something that about wiener dogs in particular.
Yes.
Because I've been thinking about this. I was talking to my mom too. So my mom has a wiener dog.
Yes.
And she also has a convertible. And whenever she drives that, and her dog loves car rides, she loves to say, and her friends love to say, "Oh, you're going topless with your hairy wiener."
I'm stealing that,
Please do.
and it is 100% going in a book.
Steal it. Let me know, because I'm going to have to take a picture, frame it for her.
Yes, we will put it in the acknowledgments. It'll be amazing. I love it. I'm so excited.
Shout out, Julie. That one's for you. Okay. Happy ending guaranteed or emotional devastation, but totally worth it?
Okay, listen, I am a happy ever after, fluffy, if I made you cry, that was an accident. I did not mean to. I apologize in advance. No crying, thank you. I only like to cry at touching Super Bowl commercials.
Okay, fair.
Right.
Fair. Cocktail or mocktail?
Oh, I'm a mocktail girl, to be honest. However, I have a whole set of, this is so funny. I have a friend who is a bartender, and she makes bespoke cocktails to go with each of my books.
Stop.
Yes,
Really?
yes, yeah. Like, they're on my Instagram, but also, like, when people get my special editions, I have, the cocktail drink card in the book for you. So yes, both. I'm going to be mean at both, but I'm not a huge drinker, and so I also make her make me a mocktail version of each of them. My favorite basically being a peanut butter banana milkshake.
Oh, yum.
But then add alcohol to that. Extra yum.
Yes. So, you can do it either way.
Yes.
It's whatever you're
So again, my answer is both. I'm very mean. I'm not good at this game.
Okay. Daytime reading or late night reading?
I am a read in bed girl, so I'm going to go with late night reading. But really, it's whenever you have time reading.
Yes.
Right?
100%.
Yeah.
And I say that, but here's the thing. I'm also a read in bed kind of person, but I'm not a late night gal.
Yes.
I can tell you right now, I like to be in bed at 8 o'clock.
That's why you were up at 3:30 this morning.
Oh my gosh. Well,
Yes.
last night I tried to stay up. I was like, stay up.
You can do it.
Because I just
You can do
knew.
it.
I knew that my body would be like, it's 6:30 Eastern time.
Kidding.
Oh my goodness.
I'm also a big audiobook person, though. Like, I do the majority of my reading these days via audio, and that mostly means in the car, so mostly daytime.
That's true.
So I lose again, both.
Yeah, okay, the game is scratched because there was no this or
I only
that.
had one that was a this, and that was it.
There was no this or that. It was just all of the above. Okay, we have to get into it because
Yes, please.
I was watching other interviews with you, and I was like, I need her full story.
Oh, fun.
I need everything.
Okay.
And I was like, we don't have the amount of time. So Amy is a pen name that you started a couple of years ago. You have another pen name,
do.
80
Yeah.
Award. writer of paranormal romance.
Correct.
Which you were writing for years beforehand.
Yeah.
So please take me back to like the beginning, which, if I understand correctly, actually started in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to know.
Yeah, so I was a teacher of English as a second language, and I've taught in the Czech Republic and Poland and Vietnam. Like, I've been all over the place. My family's very all over the place anyway, so that works out fine. But when I was in Vietnam, I've always been a huge reader anyway, but I had so much downtime that, like, I basically read all the books that I could read. Like, it was the beginning of ebooks, so I got one of the very first ebook readers. It was by Sony. Like, they don't even make it anymore. But there weren't, so Vietnam does not have the same kind of copyright laws as we do, so everything is either a photocopy of a book that you buy off the back of a motorcycle, or whatever the backpackers bring through. So when ebooks came around, I was like, I can read anything now. And of course, because romance authors are super smart, the ebooks that were available were romance. And so I dived in hard into romance. Okay, so I read this one book, and I think a lot of people have this story. I read this one book, and it was not great. I will never, ever say the name of the book or the name of the author, but I have the book at home. It's a paperback that I found at a used bookstore in Vietnam, and I was like, I feel like I could do better than this. And so, and I was wrong when I first started out, because nobody knows how hard it is to actually write a book. It just has so many exclamation points, man. And I'm not an exclamation point girly. So I started writing because I had so much downtime, because I taught Monday, Wednesday, Friday evenings, and then on the weekends. So I had the weekdays free. So I started writing, and as I do with everything, I went in all of the way. And I joined Romance Writers of America, like, while I was still living in Vietnam. I flew home for a conference for it, and I was hooked from then. And so when I finally decided to move back to the U.S., I called my sister and I was like, can I live in your basement for a year and try to be a romance author? Not knowing that that's not exactly how that works. But hilariously, my very first books that I was writing were contemporary romances, not paranormal. I know. The very first series that I wrote was called The Curvy Seduction Saga.
Okay.
It's not available anymore. I'm thinking about re-releasing it. It is not paranormal. It is not romcom. It is very spicy erotic. So I don't know. That maybe needs another pen name. I don't know. But the first book that I started working on seriously was a cowboy romance. It was called Cookies and Cowboys. It's under the bed. It was, it's a curvy girl. She works for, like, the Food Network, basically, but you can't say the Food Network. And a retired football player, because I can't get away from the football players. And they both join a dating website that if you're matched, you're instantly married. Right?
Whoa.
Right? Super
Okay.
fun. So she instantly marries online this cowboy from Oklahoma. And he shows up at his house to start their married life together, and his kids put him on this dating website, and he doesn't even know. Never to be seen the light of day, because that book wasn't good, because I was just learning how to write. But the concept is fun, and I might bring them back out.
It sounds like a spicy TLC show.
Like, it's like legit. Ooh, maybe I should change it so that it's a reality TV show.
That's what it sounds like. I'm like, okay.
Called Your Kids Put You on a Dating Website.
Yes. Oh, okay, but it's also such a good message, because, like, I try to remind myself of that, and other aspiring writers, like, you have to do it bad.
You do. I did it real bad. Really, really bad. Like, I was wrong. I could not write better than that girl who wrote the exclamation point book. But I learned. Like, I took tons of classes, and I wrote between when I wrote Cookies and Cowboys and when I wrote The Cock Down the Block, I have written and published more than 50 books. And that is how Amy did so well, when I launched The Cock Down the Block, because I knew what I was doing by then. And I'm not saying people have to write 50 books before they can be a popular bestseller, but it takes a lot of work. This is hard, and people don't talk about that part of it.
No, and I hope our little platform helps people realize that, because I can't think of somebody off the top of the head where it was their first book and they're like, yup. And then there's,
Yeah.
I immediately think to conversations where someone says, yeah, this was my first book published, but I have 10 other manuscripts.
Yeah.
And so you don't see the 10 years of work that I put in behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And so people don't talk about it enough.
Yeah.
It's not coming across everybody's desk enough that what you end up seeing is there's a lot of work that went into that.
I did a lot. I took so many classes on how to write books and how to do story structure. Story structure is my jam now. And all of them helped me learn how to write books. And I did all of that practice with the 80 books. And the 80 books aren't bad. They're just not football players. Well, some of them are. Because I could never get away from football players, I have a whole series as 80 award that is football players in college who fall in love with nerdy, curvy girls. The boys are just also werewolves.
Oh. It's fair.
It's called Big Wolf on Campus, and they're so fun to me because I got to combine my werewolves and my football world together.
I mean, I love that combo because that speaks to me 100%. Okay, but let's talk about the Cocky Kingmans a little bit. I need everybody to know what these are because the wordplay is...
I have so much fun with that.
Okay, yes, I was like, I have to know. I need to talk more about this. So we start with the cock down the block, like we were saying, and nobody get upset because there's a chicken.
It's a rooster. There's actually a rooster in the book. His name is Luke Skycocker.
Yes. Shut up. Brilliant. Absolutely. We talked about the wiener across the way because I had to mention the other wiener dog. Bo is his name. He doesn't have anything creative, but his name is Bo.
I mean, I love it.
The pussy next door, also a cat.
There's a cat. His name is 7 of 9 Lives.
There we go. The anaconda downstairs, the snake.
Her name is Lady Bananaconda Whistledown.
The jackass in class.
Burrito Petito.
The goat in the bedroom.
Holly Goat Lightly and Vincent Van Goat.
Oh my gosh, stop.
So see, there's actually animals in them.
Yes,
but
and
also
the tiger in the sack.
The Tiger in the Sack is coming out in May this year.
So soon. Okay, with an actual tiger?
I mean, listen, nobody should actually be owning actual tigers as pets. So it's an orange cat.
Okay.
Who 100% has tiger energy.
Okay, we love that. I was like, I'm following him.
You're like, no.
Tiger.
People should not own tigers as pets.
We can put that in writing for the podcast. We definitely stand by that statement. So, okay, as we said, play on words. I also have to know, are you a Taylor Swift fan?
I'm such a huge Swiftie, and if you read Wiener, especially Wiener Across the Way, like, listen, I'm a huge Swiftie, but when I wrote that book, I wanted a plus-size pop star.
Yeah.
Because we need representation in pop stars too. So Kelsey Best is definitely my plus-size pop star. Taylor Swift. Shh, don't tell.
The secret is safe. But I also have to know, is your favorite song from The Life of a Showgirl Wood?
Of course it is.
I was like, she loves that song.
I love this song
I've
so
never
much.
met her, and I know she loves this song.
So many times, like, readers will message me, and they're like, are you actually, like, a Taylor Easter egg? Because I keep doing things that then happen in Taylor's life. I'm just going to say this. Not in the new book, not in Tiger in the Sack, but the one after it, which is Jules Kingman's story. Somebody maybe has the middle name Sequoia.
Oh my goodness. Either
Redwood
you're an Easter
trees,
egg or
right?
You're
like I picked out that last name like a year ago, and then Wood came out and I was like, ha ha.
You're like, I know all things.
I know all things.
It's magic. Okay, but we're talking like, so how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-ish books in under 3 years?
Yeah.
How are you doing this?
So I've always been a pretty fast writer anyway. When I was 80 award, the books were shorter, to be fair. My 80 books are more like 50 to 60,000 words, and these are more like around 100,000 words, so they're shorter. But I was writing 10 books a year as 80. If I have to, I can write a book in a week. Like, it's just I can't write a Kingman book in a week, but I could write paranormal books in about a week because I knew the story structure. I knew everything that was going to happen all up in my head. I'm not a plotter. I'm a pantser. I'm a plantser. I'm somewhere in between. Like, I need a little bit to know where I'm going, but it always changes anyway.
A little map.
Right, just a little map. But, like, I could sit down and just, like, be at my desk, like, for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and, you know, order delivery. And I could write a book in a week if I absolutely had to. I don't love doing that because then I have to die for like a month, but but I can. So, I mean, I brought that energy into writing the Kingman books, and they take me a lot longer to write. I don't think I could ever write a Kingman book in a week. I've never tried it, and I don't want to because that would be a lot. But so much of it is already up in my head. I already know so much about the characters before I even sit down. I have to think about a book for years before I can write a book.
Okay.
So if we think about it, Cookies and Cowboys was that very first romance that shall never be published. But I've been wanting to write a curvy girl and a football player since then. And what that evolved into is the Kingmans.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's already up there. So I can write pretty fast.
Wow. At the heart of it, what do you hope readers take away from the series?
So much of this for me, like rom-com and fluffiness is really important to me, because the world is a deep, dark, mysterious, horrible, awful place right now. And it is often, and people go through stuff all of the time. We need fluff because it insulates us from the rest of the world. We need a place to escape to when things are dark and scary, and or after you've read a dark and scary romance novel. Or, you know, there's accidental... not veganism. That's why the first book is vegan. Accidental cannibalism. Maybe then I present you with a fluffy rom-com. But the bigger point, and it is the whole reason why I write books in the first place, is because when I very first started reading romance, there weren't plus-size women represented positively in romance novels. There was a one-off here and there. Like there was Penelope Bridgerton. However, she lost weight before she got her story. And it was always stuff like that. The story was always about she had to lose weight to get her happy ever after. And that is so not real life. There are so many women who look like me who have happy ever afters, but there's more women who look like me who don't believe they're going to ever get a happy ever after. And so I write these books, make myself cry right now. I write these books so that women who feel like they don't get happy ever afters get happy ever afters. They get to see it, because sometimes if you see it, then you can believe it is for you too. And that is 100%. I mean, 99%. Some of it's about the fluff and the football butts and the pets. But 99% of it is for representation of plus-size women who think that they don't get happy ever afters. Yeah, you do.
You do.
Here it is, right here.
That's amazing. No.
So that's why. And now I made myself cry, and it was an accident.
No, I think that is, like, not to sound cheesy, but just is really beautiful and is so true. Like, you should be able to read and see yourself in a book. And also what you're saying too, reading for escapism is perfectly fine. I feel like there was this brief moment where everyone was like, oh, it's escapism, that's like not okay.
Well, I mean, it's romance in the first place. People call it smut and trash and whatever. Okay, fine, I'm down. Give me a giant trash pile of things that make me feel good.
Yeah.
Because we need to be allowed to feel good. Listen, I have one of those really snotty sounding fancy English literature degrees. I didn't read a book that was written after 1940 for like 6 years. And that made me not love reading as much. I took like a year off of reading. That's bananas to me because I read so much. But I didn't like reading anymore because it wasn't fun. It was things about whales named after dicks.
Yep.
So fluff. We need fluff.
We do. We need fluff. We need happily ever afters. We need representation.
Yeah.
We need all of that.
All of the things.
Where can readers connect with you?
I try really hard to be just about everywhere online that I can. I have a website. It's authoramyaward.com, and you can find all of my social media links on there. Probably I'm wherever you are. I like social media. I'm on TikTok for sure. I'm all over Instagram for sure. I don't have Twitter X anymore because that's a deep dark world for me. That's not fluffy fun.
Nope, we will leave that one.
I'm not on fluffy fun. I have a really fun Facebook group that's exclusively for my readers. It's called 80 Amy's Amazeballs. So that's a fun place to connect to. I have a newsletter, so you can, if like you're not a big social media person, because not everybody is, and I get it, that you can join in. It tells you, like, you get sneak peeks of what the new books are. Like, we just did the cover reveal for The Tiger in the Sack in the newsletter yesterday. Really, I try to be as many places as I can.
Perfect. We will be sure to link to all of that in the podcast notes so that people can connect with you there.
Cool.
Amy, this was so much
fun. I love doing these things.
Have the best time.
I will.
LoveLitCon.
You too. Yeah.
Hopefully we'll talk again soon.
I'm sure.
Cheers. Thank
Bye.
you. Thanks so much for listening. The Narratives and Nightcaps podcast is a production of The Craft Co. with intro music created by Remington Haynes.
Subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Follow at Narratives and Nightcaps on Instagram or visit our website, narrativesandnightcaps.com.
Sign up for our newsletter to always know what we're reading next, which authors are joining us on the show, and for extra bookish and beverage info.
Connect with our additional co-hosts, Jordan and Emily, as well.
You can find me on Instagram at Cozy Reads and Sips.
And you can find me on Instagram at books.bottles.
Cheers!
Cheers!